Okay, welcome to day 4 of the 21 days of prayer for Israel. And not just Israel, but also the surrounding nations around it. Today we're going to start off with Psalm 122, verse 6 through 8. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May they prosper who love you. May peace be within your walls and prosperity within your palaces. For the sake of my brothers and my friends, I will now say, may peace be within you. Okay, we hear these verses a lot lately, don't we? Especially with this war, and for a good reason. Jerusalem is literally means the city of peace. And really, Jerusalem has been anything but that in its history. It's been fought over. There have been more sieges in Jerusalem. Jerusalem has been conquered more times and more times rebuilt than any other city on the planet. And yet, it's called the city of peace. We also know in Psalm 48, verse 2, that Jerusalem is also called the city of our great king. And the great king, of course, is who? Jesus, Yeshua. Jerusalem is the city of the great king. Jerusalem is his city, the city of Jesus. Now, we could talk for hours about Jerusalem. It's mentioned more than 800 times in the Bible. Jerusalem has had a fascinating history, sad things, glorious things. It's fascinating today, and so much will be happening in the future with Jerusalem. Jerusalem sometimes refers to just the city, but other times it refers actually to all of Jerusalem, sometimes to the entire habitation of God's people, including Gentiles. The New Jerusalem, which is spoken of in the last chapters of the book of Revelation, it says it's going to cover a large area. It's going to be about 1,500 miles, you know, both directions. So it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to cover most of the Middle East. And so we are to pray for the peace or the shalom of Jerusalem. All my life, I've heard in the news, it's been a dream of every U.S. president, every probably most leaders in Europe, somehow to be able to bring successful peace talks to the Middle East, especially between Israel and its neighbors. But every time it fails. There has been no permanent peace. Nothing's been achieved, really. And we can kind of see that today, can't we? And why is that? Because it's really only the Prince of Peace, and who's the Prince of Peace? Jesus, that can bring true peace. Shalom, or peace, is only possible in Jesus Christ. And I'm happy to report that is happening. Tens of thousands of Jews are coming to Jesus, or Yeshua, just in the past 15 years or so. Back in the 1950s, worldwide, there were said to be maybe 2,000 Jewish believers in Jesus. Today, actually just about a month ago, it was reported by several ministries who are working among Jews based in Israel that mark has now reached, they think, 1 million Jews have come to know Jesus. That's exponential growth. It's happening. And also people from some of the surrounding areas, Palestinians, Egyptians, Syrians, and this is what's really amazing, they're beginning to pray together. They're beginning to move in spiritual unity. I know because I've been over there. I've seen it with my own eyes. Yes, Messianic Jews and Arab Christians praying together, working together, coming together in spiritual unity. The enemy, of course, wants to what? Stir up hostility and anger among these believers. But as we pray for the peace of Jerusalem, as we pray that may they prosper who love you, may peace be within your walls, we're really praying for a spiritual unity that is possible only through the peace that comes through Jesus. So our prayer focus today, let's pray that the peoples of Israel and the surrounding areas may come to know the Prince of Peace. May they find true peace, true shalom. And may there be an unbreakable bond between the believers of different peoples. That instead of growing in resentment and anger and suspicion to one another, let's pray that the events that are happening now will actually bring the true believers in Jesus even closer together, and that their love and their unity would attract many other non-believers who have been looking for peace all their life. Again, peace only comes through Jesus, the Prince of Peace. Okay, by the way, you're at the end of your of the Facebook posting here. There's another link that is a link to a testimony, and I encourage you to listen to it. I think it's going to encourage you very much.